You were able to hear me, but you couldn't see me? That's weird. That's very weird. Huh. You were able to hear me talking just now, right? I mean, we were carrying on a conversation, so I think you did. Mostly the same. Okay, yeah. People were listening. That means you could hear me. I wonder, because I didn't add me to the stream. I wonder why my voice was picked up. Still, that's interesting to know. Oh wait, did you guys hear what I was saying? You didn't hear me earlier? I was saying important shit, so I want to know if you heard me. Okay. Well, because it's funny, I started talking about something, and then Kira had made her comments here in the chat. And I assumed you guys could hear me because that's what I was talking about. I wanted to start things off by apologizing to Down the Rabbit Hole News. I was in her stream earlier and I was listening, and I wasn't looking at the screen, and she was reading a comment, but I didn't know what she was reading a comment. She just read it. Like, I don't know. When I read a comment, I say so and so says, and I'll read the comment. It's no excuse though. No excuse. I should have looked. I should have verified. Um, so when she read the comment, it sounded like she was just like thinking out loud, because she'll do that, and that's what I assumed. So I myself made a comment, and I made sure not to say anything too bad because I didn't want to just come off like that crazy or a bitch. I think what I said it was accusatory, yeah, but I don't think it was over the top. Had the situation been accurate, I think my comment would have been fine. But she checked me on it, rightfully so. I went back and I looked at the screen as I listened to her say that, and I could see she was in fact reading a comment. This was not her own thought. And I owned my shit. I apologize. It was my mistake. I should have known better. So it is what it is. I just want to start that off saying that. And just as I said that the first time I read your comment, I was trying to vouch for you, but she was very hostile. I'm like, it sounded like y'all could hear me. That's funny. Okay. You can't see, but shaking my head no. Okay, I see. You can hear me now, though, I'm assuming. Yeah. Right? No, don't apologize, Kira. No, I read your comment. Thank you for trying. I mean, it was my mess to clean up, but I appreciate it. Thank you. You can hear me now, right? Let me check here. Make sure my shit's on. Settings, audio. Yep, okay, right microphone. All right, we're good. You should be able to hear me. Fuck you guys if you can't. No, I'm kidding. Okay, good. Yay. All right, so I had also read a question before I realized you couldn't hear me. It was one that Jesse posted. He says, "Hey, all in chat, EKC, and who actually started the rumor that Marvon actually passed?" See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm still in the process of figuring that out. Because I'm pretty much convinced that this wasn't just some second-rate news site looking to make some views and clicks or whatever. This was, I think, specific. It was targeted. It was meant to post this story for a reason. They were given it the story, I think. And I say that because the same exact kind of websites posted the whole Nat arrest thing. And it's not just some coincidence. There's a reason. It's by design. So I'm convinced that somebody contacted the website. Now, or the websites, maybe. The first posting I could find that we found on it was last night on these websites, and that was on June 11th. Like, Katie didn't get involved until July, the first week of July. Molly Golightly, the earliest video I can find on her channel about this, and I pulled it up to where her deleted videos would show as well. It would show that there was a video there. It was deleted, and this was the title. She has no deleted videos from in between June 11th and I think I did June 1st though. June 1st and I forget which day. It was like the first few days in July. I think that's her first video on it. So I'm just trying to find where this all started, because like whoever it is that arranged or set up or whatever for this article to be written / released, I think could very well have been the person passing along information in June. That's not necessarily true, but it'd be kind of weird that there are two people doing this. I don't know. So that's why I was looking into that. But right now, for this instance, I want to find the very first mentions of him having passed allegedly on social media. That's what I want to find. That's what I'm looking for. Jesse says the reason why I asked because Unirock shared a post stating that LB made a video stating that it's legit. That's all, and we all know what BS Uni is. He's not really exactly lying. LB did do a stream yesterday where she had started off the stream as though this were a verifying news source, confirming that this is what happened. Her chat though was like, "Yo, no, there's this site suspect. It's already been proven by this person, whatever, shown by this person." She then started to walk back on her shit or on the shit she was saying a little bit. So he's not exactly lying because I think that's how she started the stream off. But then she realized that it might not be the case. And then throughout the course of the stream, she more or less went from yes, this is true to I don't know. By the end of the stream, she was questioning it like everyone else. So he's not entirely wrong. Wait, it's hilarious. Really, KJ said LB said it, and Uni retweeted saying breaking news. Katie made a comment about LB saying it. Do you know where? I'd be interested to pull that up. Kira goes, yes, I don't think Molly. Or where'd it go now? I don't think Molly's clever enough to do it acting alone. No, I don't think. It's not that she's not clever. She's not informed enough. She doesn't know. I don't think that much about the Internet of Things and there. Like I've learned more about it in the past couple months, and I still realize I know nothing about it. But like, it doesn't make sense to me that it would be her because it was released yesterday. It was released with the day half gone. It was like Eastern time. I want to say like around 3 p.m. Maybe it was released. The earliest posting I can find on it anyway. So yeah, but and this is I want to say that she I want to say she said something about it the night before in a stream. That's one of the things I want to show today because I had questions about things last night that it was confirmed by the stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna play like where all these claims are coming from, saying Molly said this, Molly did this, Justin said this. I'm gonna play these things just so that we can all see it, hear it for ourselves. Context matters, all that. Okay, that's why I want to do the stream because I'll be honest, I don't think, at least based on the evidence I'm seeing and hearing, I don't think that they did it or they had either one had anything to do with it. And Kara, Molly announced it live to 10K people. I'm going to go over that too. And yeah, and just my not thinking that she wrote the article or is behind it doesn't mean I agree with her just announcing it as fact to a whole bunch of people. I want to differentiate that because I think, in my opinion, and no one has to take my opinion. No one has to listen to it. It's their own channels. They do whatever they feel is right. But if it were me, if I were in either Molly's or LB's shoes, I would want to put something out today, apologizing, saying how I jumped the gun or whatever. That was wrong, whatever the case may be. That's me. So, and I also am taking into account that, like, because I know people are giving Molly shit for not doing a few clicks of the mouse, whatever, to search. Well, you have to know to do that, first of all. I'm not sure she does. I don't know. But also, she's not home. Like, she's out doing shit. Whether you agree with what she's doing or not is not the point. She's out doing shit, though. So she's got her mind elsewhere. She's being active elsewhere. She doesn't have all her shit with her. That's how I would be. I'd be like, I need to sit down, concentrate, and look into this, So if you can't do that, you can't do that. There is one thing, though, I want to state, too, like, regarding something that the Rabbit Hole News said. She was, like, giving Molly a bunch of shit for not coming out and having made, like, some sort of statement already. And though I do agree with her that a statement should be made, I don't think anyone's given her a chance yet. Like, it's 1 p.m., and the new uploaded article that Rabbit was reading from was dated November 4th. Well, that's today. I think that before we start condemning Molly for not doing something, we got to give her a chance to actually not do it. That's where I stand on it. So, hey, Megan. Oh, wait, I said hi to you earlier. I'm sorry. I need to just go through chat here real quick, and I'm going to pull something up. By the stepmom. Yeah, I'm gonna go over that too. Okay, so let me start doing that. Let me shut the fuck up and start doing that. So share that in a second. Which one is that? This is the older one. Right. So, all right. So someone, I want to thank the people who send me these links and everything, because this is how I've stayed up to, I can't know to go watch something if I don't know it exists. So like Mocking Media hooked me up with a bunch of shit today. So thank you for that. They pretty much brought me up to date here on this. So, because I kept hearing about how Molly said this or Jessica said this, it was on the live, and she found out here and she said so and so did this. No one's giving me timestamps or links, so I don't know where to go looking for this, and I don't have enough time in my day to go searching. So thank you to everyone who sends me links, timestamps. It helps me up because I don't do it. We're shitty channel. So, all right, I'm gonna share this now. So this video is a clip from one of the, I guess they're called clip channels. It's from the Kool-Aid. So wait a minute, I think I was given a timestamp for this too. I thought I was. Maybe it wasn't Mackie Media who sent this. Who sent me this in? Is it? Oh no, it wasn't Mackie Media who sent me this. I apologize. I don't want to say who it is. They're in chat. I know that they're in chat, so I don't know if they want to be outed. I'll leave it out. I didn't confirm it with them. I confirmed it with Mackie Media, but I didn't confirm it with this person. So if you want to out yourself, all yours. If not, I get it. Your secret's safe with me. So what am I doing? Okay. Oh yeah, I'm already there. Okay. So was I given a timestamp? That's what I was doing. Starts at 4:22. Okay. So this is, I guess, where they talk about Marvon's alleged passing. Go a little bit before that.
Miss Wynette today. She came out to. We did meet Miss Wynette today.
I watched this. I thought that they talked about it before that part.
Michelle passed out. Animal abuser. Who's an animal? Oh, she's an animal abuser today. Oh yeah. So have you guys heard? Supposedly.
Okay.
Vaughn McCray has passed away. You want to pull up the chair, please?
This live stream with Molly, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was the night of the 2nd, November 2nd, which was what, Tuesday, Wednesday evening. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
We did meet Miss Wynette today. She came out to the protest.
Maybe it was
she
the
got
3rd.
To meet Bullhorn Betty and Mallory. I see you. You all got to meet her. And little Miss Sassy. And we found out hours later that Dre McCray went into her sleigh group and announced that Marvon passed away. And guess what? I guess, I'm guessing Miss Letitia knew. She never told us.
We'll see. I don't know.
I don't know for sure, but Miss Wynette didn't know, and neither did Mr. Marvon McCray.
So Mrs. Jackson sent this.
So I want to clarify here. This is what she says there, and you all heard it. She doesn't know if Letitia knew. She doesn't know. I think she's assuming that it's good chances are Letitia knew if Letitia didn't tell Molly. I think that's what she's assuming. Okay. I think that not upon knowing what we know, that was likely a wrong assumption, but I don't know. But I think that that's why she assumed that Letitia knew.
This to me earlier. She said, I spoke with Marvon Jr.'s nurse in Tucson. She said she's sorry to hear about Marvon Jr.
See, now that I would want more context of the conversation that Justin is reading from. Like, what was the context of his conversation with Wynette for that to be mentioned? Because Wynette is saying is that she heard from the nurse. Now, that can mean that she reached out to the nurse or the nurse reached out to Wynette. I don't know. And that the nurse said that she was sorry to hear about Marvon. I don't know what that means. It's not stated by saying she's sorry. It's not. They didn't even use the word condolences. Like, condolences, I think, would give the more of an inclination that that's what she was saying. But the claim is that she just says she's sorry about Marvon, and that doesn't confirm anything, regardless. So,
And I bet you, God rest his soul, I bet you $1 million that he's already cremated. I bet you he's already cremated, isn't he? Yeah, and I'll tell you something else. The timing of those videos coming out with all that damage control, right?
what videos?
Yeah. The damage control that she's been.
Does anyone know what videos she's talking about? Like, what videos came out that give the impression of damage control? November 2nd evening. Okay. Thank you, Kira. Thank you, Gingerly. Okay, she did just post a few minutes ago in a video. She's not sure, and neither is the family if it's true. Okay. That's good. Thank you. Oh, who's that? I don't see. Okay. I wonder if maybe someone took it down. Oh, it's. Nonsense has been accusing you of some really bizarre things and doesn't seem to have a grasp on events that have occurred through the years here. No research, just blame it all on EKC, is her brand. -X says. Thank you for telling me. I didn't. I mean, I hear her, like, I walk away thinking she's implying things, but she's like making her accusations in a very passive aggressive way. But then again, that could just be my bias because, whatever animosity is there, maybe I'm just assuming that that's how she means things. That's just one of those things where I'm just not sure. But knowing that someone else is seeing or whatever, does she come right out and accuse me though? I'm curious. But I saw, I'm sorry, I saw another comment. And it distracted me, but I'll get off of that for now. Okay, so that's what this video was saying. Oh, but yeah, does anyone know what videos she's talking about that were released? Let me go back up here. I can guarantee if my child had just died, my priorities wouldn't be. I think it would be. If I wouldn't blame Letitia if this were true and she knew about it. She picked up a phone or whatever and called Molly, because like she and Molly have talked. I mean, I think that they became friends there for a while, and especially when everyone on the internet seemed to be coming for Letitia, Molly was like the only person there by her side. So I think that Letitia might have thought that she would find comfort in telling Molly and talking with Molly. So I mean, I don't think at that point Letitia viewed or views Molly as just some YouTuber. I think that it was a little bit more. It's been a little bit more. That's my impression. Yeah, that's the thing. And the thing is it seems like the more answers we get, the more questions we get. And that's just how it goes. And a lot of this is going to be like circumstantial, because we can't, how do we prove that someone, what in particular was behind this, without like access to private communications? We don't. So Oh, Molly said the parents were able to see Marvon before he died. Yeah, let me get to that. Good point. Thank you for
She's
reminding
been
me.
doing.
We knew a couple weeks ago that he coded, but we couldn't say anything.
I want to stop there for a second. He could have very well coded, but see, and this is what, and one other thing that I find myself questioning if because people want to, I think, blame them for being behind the creation of this article. I learned that much from Rabbit Chat, mistakenly thinking it was her that said it, but it wasn't her. It was someone in the chat. So obviously, people in the community are already thinking that they're to blame. Well, if they were to blame, like her, LB, or whatever, wouldn't they have their story straight? Because they're telling two different stories here. Like LB in her live gave this rundown of how things she was hearing gossip about behind the scenes of what had transpired with the coding incident and everything. And that's different than what Justin is about to explain here. So, I mean, if they can't even get that much of the story straight between the two of them, then I don't hold out much hope that they'll be able to keep anything else straight or secret. I mean, if they are behind it, I think we'll find out fairly quickly, maybe, but I don't think that they are.
And now
They got him back, but now it's really tough.
Yeah, you know what's really tough? Is knowing that Raza is in her care by himself with her.
Wait,
Right?
he's not.
She's trying real hard to convince.
I kind of disagree with that because, like, he's not by himself. His sisters are there, first of all. But still, you really shouldn't put that kind of responsibility on other minors. I get that. But I mean, I don't see what her husband allegedly dying or after his coma has to do with the son. I don't know. I think I need more than that to really start talking or voicing support for separation of a mother and a child.
It's the world that they were so in love. Contraire. A guy that much in love doesn't say the only option is this. No, you don't get to play both sides, sweetheart. You're not that smart. We know. Is that why you hate me so much? Is that why I'm public enemy number one, sister? Breaks my fucking heart. That poor little boy. How did you tell him? Did you record that? Did you record that? Yeah? Miss Wynette told me today, Marissa, I want to show you some videos from the hospital.
Right here.
Got videos. We both have videos. Yes, it's true. They got to see him before he died. The parents got to see him before he died.
I'm left with questions. That could be taken the way in which people are taking it, that he did in fact code and Dre reached out and people got to see him, again before he passed away. Or that could mean that this whole thing started by the parents wanting to see their son and be under the belief that they couldn't see him at Dre's direction. But after all this bullshit, they did. They both of them traveled out there and got to see their son. So, I mean, and it's not stated, it's not clarified if when she says it's true, they got to see their son before he died. It's not, she doesn't clarify if she means again, recently, or if she means in general at all, because I think it could be either one. And I think that should be clarified. I'm waiting for clarification before I come to a conclusion anyway.
And Dre did everything that she could to keep his family away from him.
See, that right there. I mean, this would be the first I've heard about Dre doing everything she could to keep them away, other than what I heard in the very beginning, but that was resolved, right? It was my understanding that since then, she had not still been doing everything she could actively do to keep them away. Or there's nothing to lead me to that assumption anyway. But now this is being stated. So again, I don't know if which she means that Dre was doing this yet again since this coding incident, or she's just going through the events that transpired thus far, and she's recalling shit that happened in the beginning. Well, the beginning to us anyways. has been privately posting, I guess, Kira says. Maybe. See, that's the thing. Like, I cannot, in good conscience, like, run with that belief or whatever without screenshots, because, like, people get screenshots of everything. Like, if you put something up on the internet for, like, fucking half a second, if you got enough people looking at your shit, there's a very good chance someone got a screenshot of it. So, I find it becomes less believable about her putting shit up online or posting things the longer we go without screenshots. I mean, is it possible no one got a screenshot? Sure, I guess it's possible. But it's not probable, I don't think. I agree with, I don't know who that is. Let me see here. I don't know what Faze said. Faze Reese? Hi, Faze Reese. Someone agrees with you. Oh, here it is. In chat, this is what confuses me. If Marvon had passed and Letitia told Molly, because people don't like Molly, when people wouldn't believe it anyway, because people don't like Molly. But see, I think if he had passed and Letitia knew about it, I think Letitia would tell Molly, but I don't think she'd be telling Molly with the goal of Molly telling people. I mean, I would have been telling her for an ear. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, though. It's just the impression I got, and everything I've learned about their interactions with each other, either like witnessing the interactions or hearing about it secondhand. That's just what I think would happen. I don't know. In my opinion, me, myself, and Mandy says, in my opinion, it's more likely someone like KJ or Nonsense wrote the article so that LB, Molly, and Justin would report it than if it's not true, makes it then look bad. Someone else mentioned that to me today. And though, yeah, it's still a possibility. The risk that they would be taking by doing that, I think, is too great for the reward they would get from them running in it. Because what's the worst that's really going to happen with them running with this? What, they look foolish, but that can be easily rectified or remedied. And there's still always that risk of the people who wrote it being found out. So I think that the reward would have to be something a little greater than that, to make the risk make a little more sense. And what I think would be more worth it would be if they could somehow frame Molly for having wrote it. Like that, I think would be a risk. That would be a reward that makes the risk more worthwhile. I don't know. This is, again, just my imagination running off of me. What the fuck do I know? But yeah, it's definitely a possibility. But yeah, Kim says, but she said Wynette and Letitia didn't tell her. She just seen Wynette yesterday, because she said that when they didn't find out until hours later after she seen Wynette. Well, no, this was recorded. What I'm playing here was recorded on the night of the 2nd. And she's talking about how she seen Wynette earlier that day, that they got to meet and everything. And it wasn't until after that, after the meeting and everything, that Molly found out about this. At least that's how it's being said. That's what I'm taking away from this. Dash X says, Kira, Nonsense lied because I asked her directly if Kate had updated on the ICE report she filed on Andrea in the CPS 10-day warning. She gave her, on the 10-day warning she gave her, or risk giving up her what? She said Kate updated. Yeah, I don't remember an update. Is there a video she met with Wynette or Letitia? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, if people meeting for the first time in person, I imagine that pictures may have been taken, but they don't have to share them, I mean, there is her meeting Wynette. Okay. Pictures of Wynette. Yeah, that makes sense. What am I missing here? Oh, okay. Oh, Baines means she'll. Okay. She said she made updates. I couldn't think. Okay. Picture of her. Oh, thank you, Kara. Cool. Let me check it out. Did you send it on Twitter? I might just have to refresh, or it might take a second to come through. So there's another video too I want to play. I just have to remember where I found it. Is there any more in this one though? I don't recall. Yeah, let me play it a little bit.
This is the sick freaking world that we live in. And now that poor baby Raza is stuck with her. Sickening, huh? We were really praying for him. We loved him. We loved him a lot.
Absolutely.
We prayed for him every day. Not a day went by that he
So
didn't
many
think about him.
people prayed for him.
And a lot of trouble came out of that fucking case. A lot of trouble. And it all started from one fucking person. Another person whose ego was bruised. Right?
Okay, I think that's it. No, maybe not.
Text Andra and tell her to tell Olivia that I'm live and not to. I need a straw. Where's that thing?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, look what he
Full of
bought.
ice.
Is what?
It's full of ice.
Really?
You want it, yeah.
He's so obnoxious. Look what he bought me. He's such a heifer. Yeah. Really? Really?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
He's obnoxious. Started with Andrea. Fucking diet. Fucking vegan alkaline diet. What the fuck out of here? You can still lose fucking weight. Vegan alkaline diet. Put some fucking kids on it too. I'll hold that bitch for another day. I don't have time for her.
Oh my god, my Finder won't open. It's pissing me off. Relaunch. Okay. So, it's the end of that one, right? Show in Finder. Will it work then? Fucking, I restarted this and everything. It's breaking my balls. All right, let me X that out. So yeah, I do have. There is a picture of them together. I was sent it the other night. I didn't realize who it was. So I've had it all along. There we go. Now my Finder's opening. So I'm going to display that image. And there's another picture too I wanted to show because I'm going to move on to another part of this. Because like I feel like whoever's behind it, whoever had it played a hand in this or whatever, this narrative being put out and spread would be one of the first people, I think, to be talking about this situation specifically, or the news article specifically, or both, whatever. But that's what I think. That's the hunch I'm going on anyway. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So I've been looking to find the earliest mentions of this on social media and just anywhere, video, whether it's a post, the first time this article was shared. So far, the earliest I can find the article being shared was on Twitter yesterday. I think it was yesterday at 10:34. The earliest mention so far that I've heard is Mali there on the 2nd. But the way she's not talking about the article though when she's talking about his passing. She's saying that she heard that Dre was posting. So that's something completely different from the article. So I wonder if maybe I wonder who told Molly this. That's what I'm curious about. I don't know. I'm just this that went out to someone else. It could be like a long freaking a million degrees of separation before I come to that. I don't know. And okay, there we go. Oh, okay. So, all right, there's one picture up. Let me get the other one. So here's the picture of Wynette and Molly meeting. This is what I was sent. So, fly high, Marvon, you were so loved. So I'm guessing that is Wynette. So there's that. And this here I want to show because this someone sent me. I didn't realize how many YouTube channels there were talking about this yesterday. So someone sent me a screenshot of all these channels talking or listed showing to be talking about it. And I went and I checked them out. And that was Maki Media. So thank you, Maki Media. So here's what the screenshot I was sent. So here are the channels, and they're in chronological order, starting with the most recent to the oldest. So here we have True Crime Diva, my neck's too red, Truth Seeker, and Truth Seeker has a lot of video clips too about Dre and Von up there. So I was checking out that channel for a while. Dazed and Confused, but this and then the Kool-Aid. But there's one other one too that they sent me. These bogus media sites apparently have YouTube channels and they post this shit like a lot. And here's one of them. And I'm going to show you their channel and everything too. Is that the one? Yeah, okay. So this one was posted November 3rd. Sure. November. Why am I getting a date though on it? Should be getting a date or a time. I mean. Oh, okay, so November 3rd. It's all in a foreign language. You can't hear. I'll play. So I don't even understand the purpose of it. Like this is I don't even see how anyone could realistically draw on this as some sort of piece of media that validates the claim that he passed away. Like I don't see how this could be mistaken to be a form of validation in any way. I don't get it. But I click on the channel name, and first of all, the about they've been around since 2020. Now their videos. These are all videos of death announcements. That's all this channel is. It's just all these videos of announcing someone's death or like posting something to have it out there on the internet, basically to support the claim that someone passed. See, it's the whole fucking channel. That's kind of weird to me. Like there's a reason for it. Like I don't think that there's anyone in there's no one in some foreign country just keeping track of when random Americans pass away and making little video clips about it. I don't see that happening. There's a reason for this, and it's not randomness. There's another one too. Another channel that shared something. Was it Neverland? It says. I don't think I listened to much of this one.
Video, welcome to my channel. Okay. I hope you all are fine. In this video, I share you once again. Man was traveling to his job. Suddenly there was crash between the cars. There was big collide in which two family members have lost their life. So rest of the piece, this is a very sad, very difficult time for family, relatives, and friends. For more videos, subscribe my channel.
That was weird, right? I don't know what to make of that at all. Still not giving me a time. Comments? Clickbait and to capitalize off the death is totally wrong, and offer hits karma is real. Okay. So there's that. Now let's check out this channel. It's been around since 2021. This is Adam. I'm owner of this channel, and all these videos are my own creations. This is my YouTube channel where you find videos about mobile review and detail, camera, and price. So please subscribe my channel and stay connected. Thank you so much. Pakistan. Okay. So see their videos. I can't read the titles. Ludwig shows his balls on stream. What the fuck? I don't know what to make of this channel at all. I don't know what to make of it. Some death announcements, though, it looks like. I don't know. So there's that. Now, disagree. Okay, no, I watched it after that, right? Yeah, it was after that. So I think it might have been this one. Wait, how long is that one? No, this one, I think. No. I'm trying to find this other video I wanted to play about where they're talking, Marissa and Justin are talking about some of the things being claimed. Maybe it was Dazed and Confused. I could swear that they were standing outside, though. The one I wanted to play. Oh, it's not. Okay. I don't know. I could be wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one. Oh, no, I didn't think it is. Okay. All right, I got it. All right, this is from the Kool-Aid, The Night Shift. Unconfirmed announcement from Dre McCray. Marvon has passed away.
25 cops. And then Billy Joe keeps coming to the window. She came within minutes after I got here. Within minutes. But no, people want to tell you that we're shouting at an empty house. This is not an empty house. No, it's because people want you to within minutes. But no, people want to tell you that we're shouting at an empty house. This is not an empty house. No, it's because people want you to think that we're shouting for nothing. I think they tried to do that last time when we were in front of TBI, right? That we were shouting at TBI, no one was there. That's not true. That's not true at all. Why would you be jealous? Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Why would you be jealous? Do it.
Okay.
Why would you be jealous? Just do it. I don't get it. I'll never get it. You obviously want to come here and you obviously want to do what we're doing because you're begging for money on the internet. Oh, I need this to get gas. Oh, help me get here. Oh, help me get here. And now
screaming and fight. Oh,
They saw you. Somebody saw a YouTube post and they sent us.
no, they just called
Oh.
us.
Was that earlier?
Look, so no more cops.
Punched me
You know
and
what kind
that
of car he
girl.
drove?
He was a white. It was a white truck.
Just, dude, she's like, I'm not here for the baby, and I'm not here to have kids ever, please.
The best
Holy
part of her
shit.
ran down her mom's leg. I'll tell you that.
Jesus Christ. But please call Wynette. Can you please call Wynette again?
I did. I already.
She's calling me again. She's gonna knock me off.
No, that's
They breed
Letitia.
crackheads and baby murderers.
No, it wasn't. It was Wynette. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard, but apparently Dre McCray posted in her Slay with Dre McCray group that Marvon McCray has passed away. I don't know the details of posted in her Slay with Dre McCray group that Marvon McCray has passed away. I don't know the details of this, but she
Marissa's
claims.
live, so she can't talk.
Yeah, please don't call my phone yet, because she'll not. Yeah, so yes, that's what according to Dre McCray and her fans, that's what she's saying, that he passed away. So if that is so, my heart goes out to Miss Letitia, her children, the family that loves him, Miss Wynette, Mr. Marvon Sr., all of his friends, and all of the men who cared about him. And I'm sure he'll be cremated immediately. Mr. Marvon Sr., all of his friends, and all of the men who cared about him. And I'm sure he'll be cremated immediately if this is true. I don't know if this is 100% true. All I'm saying is that I don't have a screenshot of this because I'm not a fan of hers. Please stop.
Okay, so
Mallory's here. This I can't with her. I can't with her.
okay, I don't know where the clip is. I'm it's not in my history for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I pulled it up and it just opened up on like the browser on one of my mobile devices and it doesn't sign me in automatically. So that's why it's not there. I don't know. But I know that there's a clip where it's daytime and she and Justin are outside. She's not on camera. I'm not quite sure. I don't think either one of them are on camera, but it sounds like Justin's holding the camera anyways, because he sounds closest to it, I think. No, she does. She sounds closest to it. But she says that this is when she makes mention of the media site, the news site. That's what that's what I'm looking for right now, because I want to know when that occurred. I think that occurred like 3 p.m. during the day on the 3rd, yesterday, but I'm not sure. Again, just for my own purposes, my own timeline and purposes. Like she first mentioned it on the 2nd that the alleged claim of his passing, but she doesn't say anything about any media or news article or anything like that. She just says that how it's been rumored that Dre has posted this in her group, in her private group. So it sounds like somebody told Molly that, and that's what she was reiterating. And then the next day, it sounds like she learns about this news article, and then she mentions that. Huh? Okay, I'll pull that up. I'll pull up her video from like an hour ago. See, here's the thing. Like, it's one thing if you want to speculate on who's behind it. I get that. Like, even just if you're like, you have a big platform content creator, you want to speculate. Sure, fine. My issue though is that when you start stating things as fact and you're not making it perfectly clear that this is an opinion and you're basing it on no like hard proof, no evidence really. It's your gut feeling. You're inclined to believe it, whatever. Like when you do it that way, then it's one thing. But like listening to, I mean, I wonder, I guess Nonsense is starting a stream soon. I'm kind of curious what it is she's going to talk. I think, I fear she's going to try and state things as fact. And I really hope that that's not the case because, well, really, that's no better than, I mean, you kind of lose the ground to bitch about Molly mentioning the news articles, though, were verification of her claims. You kind of lose the ground to bitch about that when you're going to turn around and do the exact same thing as you bitch about her doing that. That's my opinion. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see. What's this link? Huh. Oh, this, did you, Mackie, did you look at the URL for this? It gives the name of the website and then, / Marvon, hyphen McCray, hyphen obituary. It's the first thing I noticed, but let me go ahead and share this. So I haven't looked at this yet. I was just sent this article. Thank you, Mackie Media. Maybe I shouldn't have outed you. I don't know. Okay. So November 4th by Mike Tyson. But see up here in the URL, can you see? Does it show you the URL? No, it doesn't. It doesn't show you the URL. But the URL says LakeCountyFloridaNews.com / Marvon hyphen McCray hyphen obituary. That's the URL. Marvon McCray obituary. Is he really dead or alive? By Mike Tyson. People are searching for information about Marvon McCray's death because the internet to get clogged up. Everyone wants to know what happened to him and exactly what killed him, but no one in his family or a position of authority has said anything official about his death. This news seems to be based on rumors that aren't true and have no basis. Vaughn's full name is Marvon McCray. He was a Marine who, it seems, quit. Did they really just say that a Marine quit? Dude. Yeah. Seems retired, whatever. Quit in 2018 because of a knee injury. More than 8 years ago, Dre McCray and Vaughn McCray were a well-known gay couple. Oh, Mike was hearing my stream yesterday, and he just picking up on things here and there, and he assumed I was speaking about a relationship between two guys. It wasn't until later, like, he was saying something. I'm like, wait, what? That it's just, I don't know. It's funny now seeing that. There's a picture of them, and he's saying that they're a gay couple. Oh, God. These sites, I swear. Marvon and Andrea McCray were married for a long time. She runs her own business and has a lot of followers on social media. She showed off her beauty skills in her tutorials on Facebook before she decided to use any other social media sites. She has 36K TikTok followers and 637K Facebook fans at the moment. Dre started a YouTube channel called The McCray Tribe in January 2022. On it, she often talked about her family and how to do her makeup. She is in charge of many of the vendors inside Paparazzi and owns the jewelry company Bling by XYO. His online posts about her life have given her a bad name. What? What's this? It just says, like, it's not showing any kind of link. All right, so what do we got here? About us. Follow us. Is it Tumblr? All right, so I'm going to show you those in just a second. Verification check-in policy. Oh, I got to see. I want to read this. I want to read it. I don't know why I'm dancing to country music in the background. I hate country. Verification and fact-checking policy. Absolute accuracy in headlines. They just called it an obituary in their headline. Just remember that. Every news story on the site goes through a strict review process to make sure the headline is correct. Well, what about the body? Rumors and insider reports are labeled as such so that our readers can tell the difference between facts and industry buzz that might be of interest to them. Before we write an article, we make sure the information is up to date and correct. Before we start writing, we check sources and always go back to the original source and references if necessary. Even if other news sources say something that hasn't been proven to be true is official confirmation, we need 100% confirmation before we can say it is. You fucking kidding me? Like I feel like the website's gaslighting me right now. Like this is on purpose. Even though our headlines may be bold, we don't make broad claims just to sound bold. It has to be true and checked for facts. Lake County News articles don't just report the news. They also explain why the news is important to you in a way that only experts in the field can do. The writers on the Lake County News team come from different parts of the entertainment industry and have different backgrounds. They work together because they love entertainment and want to give our site's visitors the best and most interesting content possible. Our writers and editors have been in the business for a long time, so they make sure that every new article has the most up-to-date, most accurate, and most important information. We follow basic journalism rules when we are the first source. All right. Okay, that's the last one. Taking a look at the big picture. The rules for feature content are the same, and we stress the importance of research, objectivity, and making a clear argument, and when drawing out a conclusion or theory, considering and including relevant counter-arguments. This way, we can talk about more possibilities and answer readers' questions before they even ask them. For changes or updates, please. I almost want to just fucking like write them and just like, yo, you might want to update this. No, but like it'll be my time. Contact us. What's that bring us? So it looks like they might have a server. I want to test that out. Might not do it now, but I want to do it shortly. Let me start to compose. Here we go. Paste. Okay, I'll leave that for now. All right, so back here. I'm going to look that up too. I'm not going to do it right now, but I will do it probably after the stream. Or I don't know, maybe I'll do it at the end of the stream. We'll see. Anyway, moving on. So there's that. Okay. Now, let's show their Facebook here. Copy. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Just someone sent me a Facebook message here. I will give that the attention it deserves as soon as I'm done. All right, so here's their Facebook. Wait, let me just, I want to make sure something that my messages aren't going to pop up. They like to do that sometimes. Huh, they did. They popped. Good thing I did that. Okay. So here's their Facebook. Lake County News. 1 likes, 1 follower. Okay. Up to a great start right there. Yeah. About. Page transparency. This was created this year, June 8th, looks like. Page is not currently running ads. Created. Yep, that's it. Okay. Nice. Posts. Why didn't they didn't post anything about his death on their Facebook page? Like, that's weird. The one is from September 20th. All right, so the Tumblr. Is untitled at Lake County 12. How recent is that? I don't even know how to use Tumblr. I don't even check it. Okay, whatever. I don't see anything posted about his death, so I'm guessing it's not there. All right, and then Twitter. June 2022. 20 followers and not following anyone. No. 17 minutes ago. Okay, how many tweets are there? There's, looks like 1619, 1000. Okay. All right, so yeah, that's our Twitter. Now, all right, let me pull. There's other ways too you can look into things about a website. Oh, and I guess nonsense is being I won't repeat that. Saying I'm Rabbit's clip channel. Like, I don't even, have I ever clipped anything of Rabbits? I probably clipped more nonsense and shit than I did Rabbits, you know? But yeah, okay, whatever. I've been called worse. Okay. Let's see. I mean, it's still better than being like Katie Joy's like I don't know, defender maybe. I don't want to say like bulldog because it's not even like that. But I mean, and yeah, I think she's mostly here for Dre now. But it started off being all about the Katie Joy defense and everything. So whatever. Anyway, so okay, another way you can check these, but I know you can't see the URL. So I have it pulled up. It says LakeCountyFloridaNews.com, and then I leave it like that, and then I do wait a minute. I do some / cutestat.com. I type at the end of that. And I'm doing it on the other one. What? Why didn't they work? All right, let's try this again. I go to Google. Lake County, Florida News. Oh, .cutestat.com. Oh, fuck, I typed it wrong. How do you use CuteStat? I forget now. Shit. Oh. Okay, there we go. Now I got it. Yeah, so you can type any website. You type it in, it complete with the .com and then .cutestat.com, and it'll just bring you right here where you can look it up. And it says this page is not found, so we have to type it in. And look up. It just takes a minute to pull everything up. This is just one way you can find information about a website. I'm not expecting to find much. I'm sure that whoever's behind it has their information hidden. I mean, it's what most people should do anyways. And it's a 5-year-old website. Has global traffic. It's estimated worth of $28,000. Has a daily income of around $52. Has unique daily visitors, almost 5,000. Has hosted country USA. I'm not so sure. I see with how that article was written. It's not someone whose first language was English. Okay, the who is information. Yeah, they have shit hidden, it looks like. Yeah, they're using the who is server, the GoDaddy server's contact info. Okay, so yeah, there's that. And you can also have these websites tested or look up their ratings or whatever. I forget, someone sent me a good one. I don't remember who sent it to me now. It was just yesterday, I think. Oh, here we go. Yep. All right. That's what it is. So scam-detector.com. Damn it. Just gave me a weird website because I typed it in wrong. What the fuck? Okay. This page isn't working. What the fuck? Scamdetector.com. Okay, whatever. Oh my god, this is annoying me. All right. So this is the actual Regardimg link I was sent. I'm just going to start from there and just find their homepage. So this is the website. They looked up SMBC. Is it legit? And came back with, no, we don't think so. It may not be malicious. It may not be stealing your information or trying to, scam you, but it's definitely not trustworthy. Dubious, very new, suspicious. Okay, so let's type in this one here. Do I enter some first? Okay, for status. Lake County, Florida news. What? Wait, did I not do this right? Try this. Why? The homepage I can't get to work. What the fuck? Oh, no, it goes. Okay. All right. We got it. Verify website. Okay, now I got it. Lake County, Florida News. It's awesome that most of these sites like will do this shit for free. Like they could charge. I might be saying that too soon. I don't know. Let's wait and see if I get results first. I don't want to be signed up. All right, give that a minute. Let me go back to chat here. Where's that chat? Okay. It's strange that all of a sudden me. Wait, what's that autistic show? Who's coming at you? Oh, is it? Did that finish? Okay, cool. I'm trying to get validation, which is a high authority website that has a good reputation. However, it is worth reading the review below. More importantly, if you disagree, where's the review? Review. When it comes to the maximum rating, there's not really much to talk about. So the review is short, but to the point. It's a super high authority website that earned its reputation online a long time ago. So surprised. That means the business is indeed safe and secure. Okay. But is it trustworthy? However, some people are always going to be challenging, even in regards to big brands, when it comes to all 53 factors are checked on inbox. I think PayPal, so okay. So they're not going to scam you. Okay, so it's not a scam, but I don't think any of them are really scams. Huh. I find that now I'm starting to question this whole site really because we all just read that article. Like there was nothing verified in that. Even like the smallest attempt at verification would have been shown easily that it was bullshit. And the way it's all written, it's just, I get it's not a scam. I didn't think it, but it's those nonetheless. Oh, that wasn't me. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's about it. Like I have questions about who is behind all of this. Absolutely. And I have my my hunches, my guesses, whatever. And more importantly, I'm paying attention to what everyone else says about this. I want to see who and how hard they're going to try to pin the blame on people, because I wonder if that was the intent all along behind this article, behind its release. So I'm looking very suspect at people who are coming hard to blame anyone, whether it's Molly or anyone, just coming hard to blame someone. Like I had my hunches, my thoughts, but I can at least know that I could very well be wrong, and it could be my bias thinking. I don't doubt that. And I'm not going to sit here and say something is fact or have it represented in any way that it's not. It's guesses, it's hunches, it's gut feeling, you can say. I have things that led me to that, but they're not conclusive by any means, and they would never even stand a chance in any kind of official setting to offer as proof. So take that all with a grain of salt. But I just don't think it was Molly or anything, because for all the reasons I said, I mean, it wouldn't have made sense to release it yesterday, halfway through the day, or even, if it were Molly. Molly and Al seem to have two different stories or timelines versions of events that transpired over the past month. And I question, if people can't get something like that right in their story, then how are they going to succeed at getting other shit right if it's bullshit? So there's that. Now I want to play clips or part of Molly's video up. And I'm gonna wrap this up because you're gonna be my here. I think it's this one. So I know some people were telling me how she shared something. Was it like I caught lying my subs or whatever? Is that it? I think it might have been. I don't see anything else. Oh my god, that dog's so annoying. Shut up. Yeah, that's it. It's got to be it. Because the only other video was from last night. So I'm going to play that and then say goodbye. I have to work tonight, so.
Justin just came across. Hold on. Look. Marvon McCray. Look. This article on Marvon.
SNBC 13.
Right. Click it.
Page not found.
They took it down. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They took that down.
Now, you're wondering why there hasn't been a video. Okay?
CNBC9.com.
Okay.
I think I in my live stream last night though, that's when I learned that they took it down, but I guess they put something else up in its place, explaining how the whole report was a hoax, which I mean, I'm not sure hoax is the accurate word for it, like misinformation, fake news, but hoax, like I don't think anyone reported it to play a trick on someone, you know? That's what I think of when I hear hoax.
So, this is where my head is. Okay? So what? What was it? Yesterday. It was yesterday.
Oh.
It was the day before. Started hearing yesterday, yesterday, early. People were telling me Marissa.
Here's Justice for Dawn. A very sad update. Marvon McCray has passed away, according to a source close to the family. Tragic ending. Rest in peace, Marvon McCray.
Okay. So this is the thing. They're telling me yesterday morning that Marvon passed away and that it was put in Dre McCray's Slay group. I'm not in that. So
Wait, what?
Okay. So this is the thing. They're telling me yesterday morning that Marvon passed away and that it was put in Dre McCray's Slay group. I'm not in that. So I kind of kept it to myself. I can't imagine that this girl would put out some sort of information like that. Right? For some sort of attention, right? Why would she do that?
Well, I mean, he coded twice in the last couple of weeks.
Well, I got suspicious of the videos that she's been putting out. As the damage control, they're very suspicious. It's almost like she's setting up her defense. She has a lawyer.
What videos?
Lawyer told her to shut up. As long as she's not putting in her own name, you know what I'm saying? So it kept going, it kept going, it kept going. And then all of a sudden, this Wynette, and I got to talk to this Wynette. She came over to the protest. We're in Savannah. She sat down. I called this Wynette, and she got Mr. Marvon on. I said, I want you to know that if you guys heard anything, and Dre is claiming that Marvon is no longer here. And Ms. Wynette was very, very inconsolable. And she was, oh my God. And then he said, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I said, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden this news article thing comes out, and I did think it was a bit off. And I'm sitting there and I feel so bad because 2 hours after that, a text message goes to Wynette. Can you show it?
Mm-hmm.
Justin's going to pull it up. It's from a nurse in Yuma or Tucson. So it says, I'll call you right back.
I just spoke with Marvon Jr.'s nurse in Tucson. She said she's so sorry to hear about Marvon.
Okay,
what'd you
this
hear
is Wednesday, 8:53 p.m. And I believe they're in Georgia, so that'd be my time. So it'd be 8:53 my time on Wednesday. So that's what the fuck was known then? Like I first heard about this yesterday morning, I think. Pretty sure.
So all of a sudden today.
Oh, my whole logic behind it, my whole reason for wondering that is because it could be that the nurse follows this because she happened to work at a hospital where this man was staying. So, she has a connection to it. So, I mean, a lot of people would do that. And it could be that she learned about it on social media. So then knowing that she and Wynette had a rapport, reached out to offer condolences to Wynette, assuming Wynette would have known. I mean, but I don't know what was out online or whatever, where that would, I don't know. I need more info.
I get a message, and it says, Marissa, Andrea was outside back in Yuma, cleaning up something outside of her double wide or something, but that she's back. And Letitia's very upset. We've both been beside ourselves. We were supposed to meet up with them earlier, but things went sideways today, and then decided to do it today, later on. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't believe we're done doing a video this tired.
Oh, shoot.
And we're in Savannah. Tisha turned the car around. They were out of town. Tisha took the wheel and came back to Savannah. And she's extremely upset.
That's what I was hearing. I heard a phone ring. I'm like, is my phone calling someone?
With that said, now what Wynette said, what both Wynette and Letitia said, right? That they called Andrea several times. Wynette said she called her 10 times back to back, back to back, back to back. She won't pick up the phone. Back to back, back to back. She won't pick up the phone. So now she's back in Yuma. All of a sudden she's back in Yuma, Arizona. Okay. Huh. She has a lawyer, so if she has a lawyer, they tell her to be quiet, right? But she can still say, "Hey, he's passed."
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
but,
autistic
my God,
too.
how do you
I
not
saw
call
that.
his mother and father that are worried sick about him? But you got time to edit and make videos? Trying to pull that trickery?
Okay, so someone in the comment section Kira asks, EKC people suck, is Nat this smart? Here's the thing. I don't think Nat is Nat. Okay, and I'm still going with this. Everything's showing me this. I think Nat is a part of the whole, I hate to use the term psyop, but it's kind of what it is. The whole propaganda. I think Nat is a part of it. So I don't think that there's like any solo entity of being Nat. I think she's a part of a broader team of people, and the broader team in which she's a part of are the people who were responsible and all that shit happening in the first place. So I mean, I think that they're smart enough to do that. In fact, I kind of question if much of the same people are behind it. But again, that could be my own bias talking. I get that. And either way, I got nothing to base it on. Well, nothing concrete, anyways. So to answer your question, yes, but I don't think Nat is Nat in the sense you're meaning that she's Nat. So yes and no. And I saw whose screen crashed. I don't know who you're talking about. That's kind of interesting. Was sort of blown away by your Nat theory, but thinking back, I think you're right. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but isn't it weird though how I made those claims and these accusations in the stream, and I've mentioned it several times since, but no one at all from that whole camp has said anything about it, is acknowledged it, has gotten angry, has gotten upset, anything. There's been just nothing. Like, isn't that strange? I find that strange. Okay. Okay, like for those who might have missed the whole Nat stream that we're talking about here, one of the things I learned is that there are groups of people, like the people who were behind QAnon is a good example, who create this disinformation for a reason, for propaganda, basically. And it started off like more or less being for like political reasons, but now it's done for any reason. And there are actually like black PR companies, they're referred to as, that do this. Specifically do this, and they even in their like manifestos they even say like, what we do is we take your reputation and and we take the things that you're accused of doing, and we put that blame, the accusatory nature, we turn it back on your enemies, and we make them look guilty, and we restore and repair your reputation. Like, this is how they describe their action, their whole business model. And there's a lot of them, and there's more and more emerging, like every day, I think, probably. But this isn't like, this is old news to a lot of parts of the internet by now. Sorry, there's a bus going by. So that's what I think happened, possibly happened here. Because I mean, Dre was making a lot of money online, so it's not like she couldn't afford this, and that's why I questioned the. Okay, I'm not going to get into that now. So I could see one of these things being, their services being called upon, especially since one of the people who worked with the people, two people who, in fact, who started one of such companies called Shadowbox. I think it was Shadowbox. Yeah. Unirock has worked with online in online fashion with the two people who created that company. So there's a connection there through Katie. You know, I think it's, I don't know, but I don't think it's a crazy concept anyway. So, hi, Mary Bernie. You're new here. How are you? I'm good. How are you? And welcome. Look into the defamation lawsuits from the two. Yeah, I heard a little bit about the whole bot sentinel shit. I have no idea what that's about, though. I haven't looked into it enough. Yes, it's weird. They should be dragging you for even suggesting it. Thank you, Estelle. Isn't that fucking weird? Like, I just reiterated a conversation, part of a conversation I had with a retired attorney here who suggested that what I described might not be under the law considered CP, but could possibly considered fall under the I don't know, other things like satire or whatever. That's what I just shared that. I didn't even state any opinion on it. And people are still fucking coming at me for that. But I made the claims I made on the net stream there not too long ago. And it's like, that didn't even happen. You know? That's fucking weird. It's almost like they don't want people talking about the shit talked about in that stream. It's like they're going out of their way to try to stop the conversation there because they're not participating in it or even acknowledging its existence. That's fucking weird. Okay. Iraq is flipping skulls. Is a flipping skull shattering moron? Yeah, maybe. Likely, yeah. I can agree with that. Yeah, and then this weird Marvon thing. And that's the thing, like, these are the same exact websites that were used that reported Nat's arrest, okay? Same exact websites that Katie herself has used in 2020 when talking about the Sophie Long situation. So, yeah. I don't get it. Like, I don't even get why Nat was even reported on. And I don't really get why this is being reported on. Like, nobody on the internet cares outside of our very minuscule sized community here compared to the rest of the internet. So it's not something that went viral by any means. It's not a viral interest. And it's not even a local interest to where they are geographically, you know, in Arizona. So the fact that someone went out of their way to ensure that there was something newsworthy looking on the internet says that it was manufactured. So again, though, I could be wrong. I sneezed while streaming once 2 years ago, and they're still pissed about that, but not this. Exactly. That reminds me of something, too. You know, I used to hang out with that crew. I know. I haven't heard all about how that fallout happened, but I heard little bits and pieces. I know it involved Nat to some degree. Usually after a stream like that, they'd be all over you and riling each other up in Discord, twisting what you said, then coming at you. Yeah, you're right. So, when I was going over is like looking at these channels that posted the videos I showed earlier. There's one that I think it was that one video I mentioned, Truth Matters or something, that channel. There's one video they had that I have a question about what I'm hearing because I don't know what the fuck it is. But it sounds, I think I know what it is. I really do think I know what it is, actually. Yeah, all right, yeah. Um, how? Okay, so was it this one? Yes, this one. Okay. And it's right at the beginning of the video, too. If you have earbuds, I suggest you put them in. I'm going to turn the volume up, though, so keep that in mind. But you just to hear more clearly, because I really think I know what this is. Okay.
I have white face.
It was it. Okay.
I have
Listen,
white
it's in the
face.
background. Right there. Doesn't it sound like he's in the background, like snorting something? Like I may have heard from on an occasion or two someone near me making that same noise, snorting something. That's what that sounds like. I'll play it again though. Like, why is this not being like mentioned or explained or anything?
I have white face.
Now, let me rewind it more.
Can you okay?
Okay.
You okay? Can you send a text message, baby?
Okay, why doesn't it show that?
You okay?
But it looks like she gave him a bag or something.
Can you send a text message, baby? I have white face.
Yeah, right there. She did something. And then you hear that. Like, that doesn't sound like blowing nose either. That sounds like rather than out. It's especially since when you blow your nose, it's a muffled sound because you got something over your nose. When you're going up, you don't. That's what that sounds like. I mean, is it just me? Am I just really revealing something about myself here or my life or my past? It could be, but that's what it fucking sounds like. Did I? Son of a bitch. It's the wrong one. All right, so I lost the chat. I gotta pull the chat back up. Let's try this again. So let me check chat and see what you guys say. And then I think I'm going to finish playing Molly. And then, yeah, I got to get out. I got to sign off. I have to go to work. Like, I don't even know how long. Not long. Okay. So I'm going to go back to playing Molly. I closed out the wrong one.
Yuma or Tucson. So it says, I'll call you right back.
I just spoke with Marvon
Marvon.
Jr.'s nurse in Tucson. She said she was so sorry to hear about Ron.
Okay, well, where'd you hear about it? So all of a sudden today, I get a message and it says, Marissa, Andrea
What?
was outside back in Yuma,
No.
you know, cleaning up something outside of her double wide or something, but that she's back. And Letitia's very upset. We've both been beside ourselves. We were supposed to meet up with them earlier, but things went sideways today, and then decided to do it today. So later on, oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't believe we're done doing a video this tired. And we went into that. Letitia turned the car around. They were out of town. Tisha took the wheel and came back to Savannah. And she's extremely upset. That's all I know. Now just remember. With that said, now what Wynette said, what both Wynette and Letitia said, right? That they called Andrea several times. Wynette said she called her 10 times back to back, back to back, back to back. She won't pick up the phone. Back to back, back to back. She won't pick up the phone. So now she's back in Yuma. All of a sudden she's back in Yuma.
All right, so Jamie Couchard asked
Okay.
a question here. Wait, let me pause the right one. So Jamie Couchard asks, I'm kind of out of the loop the last few weeks, and I'm not liking what I'm hearing, I'm guessing. Can anyone catch me up a bit, at least the last week? So real brief. If I'm assuming you're aware of the whole McCray situation, just the past of it or whatever. So there was a lot of people in the community came across this fake news article from SNBC13.com stating that Marvon had passed away. Now, since then, there's been like Molly and Justin assumed that, and Al assumed that report or whatever, that news article was legit. And one thing I want to point out is that Molly wasn't home or whatever. She wasn't home to look into things, whatever. She's busy doing whatever she's doing there down in Georgia. So she just probably ran with it, whatever. You can think what you want. And either way, she came out in this video here and said that it turns out it was a fake news article. So there's that. But the thing is, though, is that what I'm going over now and covering is, yeah, it was a fake news article. Somebody fucking put it there, though. Somebody was behind this creation of it. That's what I want to know. And it seems that other people have already decided that they know the answer to this. And they're running with that on their channels, like it being Molly. I don't know. It's just a few things about me. I don't know. I know she, according to what I've been told by a few viewers, Nonsense blames me for some shit. I don't know. But what am I looking for? Oh, okay, that's right. All right. She just, yeah, Nonsense accused me of being the Rabbit Holes Clip channel. Like, what the fuck? Like, who says that to people? Sorry. It's fucking funny, though. Anyway, so that's where we're at, basically. Everyone's jumping all over Molly for not vetting the source. And sure, I mean, I know to vet these sources because I've fallen victim to them. That's why I know to vet them or to look into them. But if you never really fallen victim to them, or this isn't a thing that you're aware of, then you're not going to think to do it. And I think that that's where kind of the camp Molly fell into. Whatever. But either way, now you know. So that's where they're coming for her, I guess, for that. And like, my whole take on this yesterday was, I'm not so sure that Dre is behind this either, because the way the article is written, it's, I don't know, just, it doesn't make sense. But my whole theory is, if Dre were behind it, then that would make sense had Von did in fact pass away, but he passed away some time ago, because I could see, like, why, if he just recently passed away, you can put a statement out saying, informing people. That's what people would expect. But if you kept it a secret for a while, then you realize, though, that you have to inform people eventually, right? But you don't want to catch a lot of bullshit for it. I mean, I could see, if I were in her shoes, or that situation, I could see myself choosing this avenue in which to do that. But I'm not so sure that's it. I have my own theories, but that's about where we're at. And I feel like I did a really piss poor job at explaining that, and I apologize. Did you hear Crazy Michelle got someone fired yesterday? She called the person's employer and said they were bullying her online. She got fired. That's fucked up. Like, it's fucked up that an employer would just fire someone based off of just that, too. I mean, like, but more importantly, don't do that. Like, fucking don't do that. Like, how is it? I don't understand how people are okay with it. Like, the first time I was doxxed in the anti-vax community there was probably the worst it ever got. And not only because it was the first time, but also because the shit that was being said and desired to do to my head and making my brain matter on pavement and shit like that. Like, it was pretty jarring. It was pretty fucked up. I really haven't heard or read any shit like that since about me. And one of the people who was making some of these posts in this group, I learned through their profile that they worked at it was a Walgreens. No, it was a pharmacy. I think it was Walgreens though. And I thought, well, I could inform Walgreens about this, and I'm sure that they get fired. And this is what my intention is to do this. And I'm pull up the Facebook Messenger there. I find Walgreens. I find her local the store she works at, likely the local store, Walgreens. And I start typing it out, and then I stop and like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I don't want this kind of power control over someone's life. You know, this is crazy. I don't want. Why am I doing this? So I just informed them that she made a few claims about how she's talking people out of getting vaccines at work. And that's something I felt that they should know. And I even urged them, please do not fire her over this. I do not want that on my conscience. I'm just letting you know, so maybe a warning or some education can be given. So don't fucking try to get people fired, because you just might succeed. And then you're going to feel like shit afterwards. At least I think most people would. Yeah. All right, so let me go back to just watching this quick. What is it? Okay.
She has a lawyer, so if she has a lawyer, they tell her to be quiet, right? But she can still say, hey, he's passed.
Of course.
Yeah. But my God, how do you not call his mother and father that are worried sick about him? But you got time to edit and make videos? Trying to pull that trickery on people?
Are they believing that he passed away, even though the site is
rolling their freaking eyes
bogus?
down. People are like, oh, it's a lie, it's a lie. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm telling you. These people need to freaking just lay off, man. Lay off, Letitia. Lay off these people. My God. Like a bunch of vultures. And I'm not going to just stop what I'm doing. My feet are all banged up. I'm dehydrated. Was that the baby?
That was an ad.
That was an ad? I'm not buying it.
It was an ad.
All right. I'm exhausted. I feel like my feet are like swollen now. What, I mean, it's like people are asking me all these questions. I don't have the answers to that. You need to ask his wife.
I
And
want a
his wife is not
manicure
going
or
to put together a
pedicure.
video, and that's what she does, right? But instead, she's putting videos together that I'm calling her out on because she's setting up her defense. She's doing damage control in the past couple of weeks. And it's very obvious. I want him to very much be alive, but not in that condition. And have everybody worried all the time. These people. Some asshole actually had to put a comment and said, receipts or it didn't happen. I was like, what? Get the hell out of here. God, receipts. Jeez. And how do you want the family to confirm it? They don't have a speaker. They don't have someone to come out and speak for them. Dre's not even Dre won't send them a text. She won't pick up the phone. I think you guys are expecting way too much out of Andrea. She's given them nothing. You're expecting way too much. She was given very, very.
There's one thing I gotta say here. I blame it on Andrea for much of this right now. I didn't in the very beginning. If she's not behind the article, okay, fine. But I'm starting to really question that even a little bit. But right now, the way this shit is exploding, the way this is resting on everyone right now, I kind of blame Andrea for this, because she could very easily and just simply set the record straight, regardless of what it is. But she's not doing that. And she may not, I don't know, she may not be obligated, like it may not be like an obligation of hers to do, but how does she not feel like it is, though, to some degree? Because the only reason why any of us even know about this is because she put it out there. She wanted people to tune in, and then when people started reacting in ways that she did not find favorable, that's only then that, she decided, no more, that's it. And she had every right to decide that, don't get me wrong. But you can't then expect people to just act as if they never became invested or interested when you pretty much asked them to by putting it out there. Like, this may not be an obligation of hers, but that doesn't mean that the need for it doesn't exist any longer. It's still there. This need is still there. You could very easily just, confirm or deny these claims about it. And you don't have to stay engaged. You don't have to put all kinds of shit on display. Anything that just says he is still with us, or yes, he's passed. And beyond that, I mean, people will have questions if he has passed, but I don't think you have to answer that then. I mean, people just want to know because they care, because they grew to really care about him through the videos that Dre put out there. I think people just feel like they know him, or they know like someone like him. They're familiar, I should say. And just it's the way it is. Anyway.
Very, very little respect to them. And to her own husband. Enough. Have some respect. Please.
Okay, that was the end of that. Okay, so yeah, I'm done. Let me look at the chat here real quick, and then I'm going to sign off. I want to be done back in a sec. What the hell? Oh, shit. I thought my eyelash fell off there for a second because I found one stuck to the bottom of my phone. I need to take better care of those. It's funny, Mike will walk around the house once in a while and see one and stop. He gets a spider. I'm going to just start sticking them everywhere, I think. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think it's Misinformation Engineers. That's a good name. I like that name. Yeah, and because I also like the term misinformation agents, but I feel like that's got a little bit of a conspiracy theory connotation to it. So I like engineers. I think that's good. I might steal that. That's why I'm telling you that. Nonsense claims to be there for mental health, then sends cronies into my live calling a what? When did they do that? LJ Protects Society. What are you talking? I first of all, hi, welcome. I don't think I've seen your name before, so welcome. But yeah, when did they do that? Let me see here. Open. Come on, the fuck. There we go. All right, now I can pull up your channel. Oh. Oh, so it's a craft. I don't want to say sewing circle. I'm not demeaning it. I feel like that sounds demeaning, but your channel is kind of like that. People sitting around crafting and then gossiping. That sounds like fun. It sounds like fun. Gaming? What kind of games do you play? Cool. All right, let me see your videos. So yeah, but like, can you tell me what streams like this happen at? I like to see it, if it's okay. Go down and see. Yeah, we craft Minecraft. Oh, Minecraft. Okay. Three days ago. Okay, I'll check it out. Thanks for telling me. So okay, I'm gonna wrap this up now. I have to get to work shortly. So thanks for being here. I don't know really if I helped explain anything or not, or if I just made you guys all more confused, but then you know how I feel. So bye. See you later.